Oh, guys, the practice squad is heating up. We do have one spot open though, so I think everyone in the chat should throw down who's the one person we should add. We did let JT Woods go.
That was a weird move.
That's
but we needed to clear him. So, anyways, we got a lot of interesting moves, guys, to talk about. It's gonna be exciting, guys. So plenty to talk about. So should we just get into it?
Let's just get into it.
Let's go.
Let's go.
Here, man. You watching the Boat Bros podcast. Stay tuned.
Charter blue dreams, stadium lights gleam. Boat Bros on the beat, lead stream. Chargers rocking speeds, Sonic supreme. From the podcast to the field, we're a team. Charged up, Boat Bros on the night. LA Thunder in electric delight. Bullets in the battle, sparking bright. Charged up, ride the lightning, feel the fright.
Woo, yeah. Very interesting. Yeah, and we did sign Hassan Haskins.
Yeah, that was a big one.
That was big. I mean, that was kind of shocking too. I didn't expect that. We got 5 running backs on the 53-man roster right now, so that's a little interesting. So we'll have to see how that plays out.
Well, I mean, if you think about that, that's all. That's the identity this team wants. Be able to run the dang ball and to be able to have a stable of running backs ready to go. I think it's really, really interesting. Now, you also do kind of think, what if they do want to put Jarrett Patterson down to the practice squad too? Yep. If they only want to go with 4. So I think there's a couple things about that could shift around a little bit, but I like the Haskins pickup. I was a big fan of him coming out of the draft in 2022. He played extremely well at Michigan. Once again, another Michigan man added to this team. He really has just had kind of a bad stint in the NFL thus far.
Yeah.
Some off-field stuff and everything too, injuries on field. But look, that's where Ben Herbert's going to come in. He's obviously worked with Haskins. He understands him as a player. And then you got Jim Harbaugh, who knows him even more as a player. Hey, I think it's a great fit. Great special teams guy too, by the way. Watch some of his highlights on special teams. He's really, really aggressive. Just exactly what Jim Harbaugh wants in a special teams guy. Just aggressive, physical kind of guy.
Yeah, and I think it's interesting. And there are rumors also, guys, before we even go into the 15 players on the practice squad, there is still rumors, and we did post this on YouTube, that we are still trying to go get Tyler Huntley. Yep. So we'll have to see that situation. And people keep talking about Elijah Molden. Did we get him though? Let's see. Yeah, if you have a link on that, throw it out there, because that would be awesome if we did. Because I know he's, he plays for the Titans. Yeah,
Titans.
Yeah. I'm not seeing anything about that.
I haven't seen anything yet on that one. I mean, that'd be interesting if we're polling again from the Titans again with another player.
Yeah, right. No joke, man.
Really. That would be Fulton. That would be Haskins. That would be if Molden, and even Tier Tart. Think about that. The connections to the Titans. That would be insane. We're just pulling players from that team, aren't we?
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, and again, it's also people that fit within our system, right? We're clearly going to be. Well, by the way, I don't know if you saw this. I haven't seen it yet. I haven't looked at it in a chance, but what's his name? Is doing a video breakdown of the defense. Brett Coleman.
Yep, Brett Coleman. That was awesome. That was awesome. Loved it.
Yeah. So we're gonna be blitzing a lot, guys, and so they want guys that can play man. They want guys that can be on an island, and I'm a little bummed out about Harper. I think that was kind of a bummer for sure. So, and we got Spiller back. JT Woods is waived. Could still grab him. We have one open spot right now. We do get 16 players on the practice squad plus an international player. So, anyways, there's I think there's still moves to be made.
Yep, absolutely. Absolutely. And we're going to keep an eye out while we do our live here too. And we'll just go over a couple different, let's go over the list. Why not? So I see
it right here. Titans trade Elijah Molden to the Chargers.
Wow.
Doesn't say for what though.
All right. That's awesome. Where's it on Twitter? Where's it at?
Yeah. Purdy and Rappaport. Here, let's see. See what Ian says. Oh! Here, hold on. Here, I'll share this real quick, guys. Just you guys can see it real fast. Because I mean, breaking news on Bolt Bros.
Breaking news. We got the beat on the street. Let's go.
Hey, here we go. Here we go. Very exciting. So here we go. This is it right here, guys.
Nice.
And again,
oh
gosh.
Yeah.
Where the heck did I? Oh, here it is. Okay.
There it is.
Yeah, late round draft compensation. So that's probably like a 7th or a 6th. Yeah. One of the comp picks that we get.
So we used one of our comp picks. Got it. Okay.
Yes.
All right.
That's sick, dude.
Wait, so didn't we get Fulton from the Titans as well? So
well, we didn't trade for him. He was
but he was on the Titans secondary before, right?
Yep.
Yes.
Yep.
Yeah.
He was a free agent.
Yeah.
Very
cool.
That's
awesome. Very, very cool. No, that's exciting. I mean, adding more guys in the backfield, maybe he's going to take the slot for JT Woods. I don't know where's the adjustment from this point too, because obviously he's on a 53-man. He's going to bump somebody. Like, who's that person? Yeah. Like, what I was saying, Jarrett Patterson might be that guy that gets bumped. And then on the practice squad, maybe somebody else gets bumped from that point. So
Hey, we don't got Coupon Tom no more, dude. That guy sucked. Coupon Tom,
good.
Dude.
You know, have a whole bunch of years of mediocrity from the Raiders because of that. Yep.
Jeez.
Good.
Well, and the one thing too with the Raiders too, with Coupon Tom, Guyton was over there and he got cut and he did not get picked up by the practice.
No, he did.
He did.
He did. Yeah.
He did.
Okay. Yeah. All right. Yeah. For some reason, I was thinking, maybe there's going to be a way to bring him back here or whatnot, but. Either which way, I think we're pretty good on wide receivers.
So funny story about Guyton, apparently, that during that Raiders awful game, I think we talked about it at one point before, but apparently there is an inside source that I have that said that Jalen Guyton got into a massive fight in the middle of the locker room at that halftime. You know,
really?
While Staley was writing up plays or whatever like that, and stuff like that. So he was like in the back with somebody like fighting and stuff like that, it was actually like a really crazy situation. Like, and no one really did anything about it. Just let them fight,
Are you serious?
Yeah.
They'll work it out. Let them
hatch it out, dude. It's like that scene from Other Guys. He's like, be quiet. Like the other guys scene where they're fighting quietly. Quiet, let them fight it out. Guys.
Yeah. Right.
That is so funny.
So good. That's hilarious. Yeah. And Eddie, I think that is kind of a funny thing, though. Like, are we the Los Angeles Titans or the Tennessee Chargers, or are we the Los Angeles Ravens? Basically, we are just like staying within those two teams essentially. Keep grabbing players. Like, what is happening there, man? It's so funny, man. It's funny to see, but either way, let's just chat about it. So obviously, Chargers claimed Hassan Haskins off waivers and basically waived JT Woods. Now, it doesn't mean that JT Woods won't find his way on the practice squad. We'll see where it goes from there, but he is on the waiver wire at this point. Hassan Haskins is a awesome running back coming out of college, out of Michigan, another Michigan guy, reuniting once again with Jim Harbaugh. I think he's a very, very solid running back. He had actually a pretty good season his last season with Michigan. I don't think he has like top level speed in my opinion, but he's got that kind of brute physical kind of running game that I think that they really want from him.
Yeah.
But the big thing he's going to add to this team is physicality on the special teams. Just watch some of his highlights on special teams. Just absolute physical guy. Kind of reminds me a lot of how like Cornelius Johnson plays special teams. I mean, you kind of think same school, same identity. He's going to add a lot of nastiness to the whole special team. So that's one reason why he's here, but also added more physicality to the running back room too. So
I like it.
I like it. It's a very, very good addition.
Well, and clearly we're going to continue making moves. We're wheeling and dealing. Hey, we're wheeling and dealing, huh? Let's go.
Yeah.
I'll
You know,
have a
if you're
sound.
like Italy, you're like this. Hey, let's go. Let's do this. Let's do this. Now, I mean, just signed Elijah Molden.
Yeah.
Oh
Yeah,
yeah.
we just talked about it.
Oh,
Yeah.
so he's definitely behind the thing there. Here we go.
Yeah, he's
So
a little
we were
bit
talking about-
behind. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, we traded for him. But young
Yeah.
guy, 25-year-old kind of guy, just another dude that we're adding to the backfield. I'm excited about it. I think it's great. More guys, the merrier, in my opinion. I mean, I think he could be a great fit, great addition for depth for us. I mean, I would probably say he could be another guy just more for special teams purposes too. And it's only charged us as a comp pick too. So I'll take it. I'll take it.
What up,
And
Happy? What up, Happy? Yeah, Harper. Yeah, Harper was killing it.
Hopper.
Yeah.
JT was good as a cornerback, though. He looked pretty good. I mean, yeah, and I think Zappy got signed, didn't he? Let me see.
I
here.
haven't seen. Oh yeah. He got picked up by the Chiefs. Is that correct? Bailey Zappi.
Zappy. Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, it was the Chiefs. Yep. Practice squad.
Yeah, practice squad, and then PJ. Yep, and then
Walker.
PJ Walker.
And I know
Man,
Mike White was visiting with the Bills. So at this point, you don't think that the Browns are going to hold 4 quarterbacks. There's kind of almost no reason unless they have a severe like fear of what's going on with Watson. And then they think that, you know, Jameis Winston isn't the guy either too. I mean, there's just, this ain't the time of the year, or this ain't the NFL where you're holding 4 quarterbacks.
No,
Guys,
no.
you just ain't doing that much anymore. So we got to find, and I really do hope that we're gonna get to Tyler Huntley. It makes a lot of sense to go after him.
Well, they might also decide, do they want to trade Jameis Winston? Maybe whoever they get more for, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
Jameis Winston seems like a turd, dude. Like, I don't know about that guy. I just don't care.
He's hilarious. That dude is hilarious.
Didn't he had laser vision recently, right? Didn't, like, I think he was like, because like he had bad eyesight for a long time or something like that. Crazy.
So when he was with the Bucks, he basically couldn't even read the scoreboard from the field. That's how bad his vision was.
Oh, it was that bad?
After he left the Bucks, he got LASIK.
Yeah.
And he's like, wow, that's crazy. The LASIK actually does what it's supposed to do, kind of thing. I can see now. So
it's like, man, dude, of course, dude. Come on now.
Trips me out. Guy that gets paid millions of dollars, dude. And he's like, I can't even see the dang field. But it was funny about Jameis Winston. I remember the season he had 33 touchdowns, 30 picks, and how frustrating that was if you had him as a fantasy quarterback, to where he'd light it up one game and then he would be like, all right, 5 picks, 5 touchdowns or something crazy like that. And you're like, dude, what are you doing, man?
Yeah.
Like, so frustrating. But Jameis is one of those guys that he will give you a field experience. He understands how to be an NFL quarterback.
Right.
He would be a great, solid backup all around. I think for me, with the whole Tyler Huntley situation, I think Tyler Huntley is just more like a plug and play guy for us, ready to go. He only signed a vet minimum too with the Browns. So it's not like he signed like a big contract by any means.
So they're basically going to try and determine who has more value at the moment, right?
Yep, 100%.
And they'll just say, okay, cool, I can get more for Jameis, and let's just dump him and keep Tyler. Right. So
exactly.
Pretty interesting though.
Well, if you guys want to go over quick the practice squad.
Yeah, that's what we're here for. Let's go.
Yeah.
Let's talk a little bit about it. So really, there's not like a bunch of them on here that's like shockers, in my opinion. You got your Carson Barnard, which I think he was going to make it one way or another, just being a Michigan guy too.
Sure.
Luke Benson, he had a lot of field time. Name was called quite a bit through games. Another tight end guy that they could kind of work with. Andrew Farmer, he's back once again. Another outside linebacker type situation. Tucker Fisk, that's a big move, I think. I like having Tucker on this team.
Yeah.
That's a great addition for us. Matt Hankins did really well for us too. I like
great.
Like Iowa cornerbacks, Iowa defensive guys, I'm always a big fan. Hinton found another way onto the squad. Once again, a Michigan guy too. Jeremiah John Baptiste, he's back on the team too. Cornelius Johnson, Michigan guy too. Man, a lot of Michigan guys.
Yeah.
Jalen Johnson, I think he did great in preseason. I think that he's definitely a good addition.
Yeah.
Robert Kennedy, I think that's a guy that we definitely develop with.
He got that last pick in the game.
Yeah, great.
Mhm.
I think he's great.
I didn't think he was going to make the squad at all. Undrafted free agent. I didn't think he was going to make it at all.
Yeah, and it's funny.
Actually, how many undrafted free agents made the squad? Yeah, Tremont Morris Brash was.
Yep.
Here, actually, let me count that up as you guys are chatting.
Yeah. What's interesting when I first looked at the whole list, I didn't even realize I went to Tremont Morris Brash. I'm like, okay, cool, he made it. I didn't even realize we put Alex Leatherwood on there. Like I was saying,
yeah, he's back. He's right on back.
Yeah,
you got a guy that's got experience to this team. You kind of don't let him walk. Maybe you could try to just get him kind of a little bit better situation. I mean, I've totally looked past that. That's hilarious.
Oh, you didn't see it?
Yeah, I didn't even see Alex Leatherwood on there. That was funny.
7 undrafted free agents signed.
That's
awesome.
Practice squad. I like that.
It's awesome.
That surprises me, guys. I did not expect that at all. I really did not.
That's crazy.
Wow.
That's crazy. Once again, the way that I view it as is like a new regime's in, right? You're not going to probably hold on to the same guys from the past regime. You want to be able to kind of get your new blood in and guys that seem to fit your style. And I think that's really kind of what we could see here. I mean, we just basically brought in the guys that we want to keep and develop with for future years. So I think that makes a lot of sense in my opinion. So
out with the discount freaking players and in with the premium players, huh?
That's right. That's right.
That's right.
That's right, baby.
Yeah, so, I'm a little shocked that we got Spiller over Dotson. Good point.
Yeah, that was a huge
great
question
point
mark for us too. Yeah,
great point. Great.
I think
point.
Dotson was better.
Great.
So
point.
That's a little weird.
I wonder where Dotson. I haven't seen where Dotson has gone yet. So let's see. And Dotson, once again, undrafted guy. I don't think I see anything thus far on him. So we will see. Keep an eye on him for sure.
So I think we end up. Here's my take. I think we end up going to get some other quarterback. Right. I think you want 3 quarterbacks on your team. So what probably if we can get Tyler Huntley, because right now at this point they're probably just trying to determine what they get for the guy. Right. So they may say, great, we we want a 6th round pick. Okay, cool. We'll give you a 6th round pick. Or whatever, right? Whatever that conversation is. And then we'll move him to, try and move Stick probably to the practice squad, which I don't think anyone will pick up Stick. At least I don't think so. Right.
Yeah.
And then you'd immediately put him to the 53-man roster, and then you'd have to kind of swizzle things around at that point. But then JT Woods would be out at that point. So pretty interesting.
Yeah. And you got to think, so we have 3 comp picks next year. From the Austin Eckler, Everett signing, and Kenneth Murray, all 6th-round picks. So we already basically traded one of them off, right, for Elijah Molden. What if they just try to push another one of those 6th-round picks to the Browns and get Tyler Huntley out of it? I mean, this is what we're trying to learn here as we have a new GM here, that we have a guy that wants to basically create comp picks so you go out there and get other players with those picks. Do we really want to have 3 6th-round picks? Not really. Like, we don't really want those. Right. But we would be glad to trade one of those off and give to whatever player or for whatever team for whatever player from that team. So we've already done it with one and got Elijah Molden. That's awesome. That's great. And now we have 3 6th-round picks still that we could kind of toy around with at this point. Yeah. So I would be interested to see if they're willing just to throw at 6th round to them and maybe just part ways with Tyler Huntley and bring him over here. I think that makes a lot of sense to me.
I like that idea. I mean, because like you said, how good of a player are you going to get at the 6th round in the draft? I mean, if you can use that for trading, that sounds like a way better idea for me, for sure.
Way better. Yep. Way better. So I'm interested. I think that's kind of where we're going to be looking at. I think that's where it's potentially going to go here. And I'm actually just looking at what the Browns have for comp picks too. They do have a 7th round, 2 7-round comp picks. I know they've had some flip of a couple picks too in the draft too. So we will see. We will see.
And I'll say this, guys. I think this will be interesting. So we'll do a video on who that next spot is going to be, because I think that'll be the interesting conversation, right? Like, who's going to be that last guy? Are we going to put JT Woods on the practice squad? I think it's a quarterback, guys. I really think. Bolt Lighting says Huntley or Winston would work for me. Huntley would be my choice just because he already knows the offense very well, and I think he'd be a definitely different type of quarterback compared to Justin Herbert. And you might say, well, Andrew, that's not a good thing, but you know what? You could bring him in on goal line situations, have him run the ball. And not hurt Justin Herbert, right? I think that's kind of the one thing I do like about that, right? He could be more of a physical guy rather than putting Herbert in harm's way, So, of course, that kind of sucks for fantasy players, of course, but you get what I'm saying.
Yeah, I'm picking up what you put down.
And there is a rumor and some articles out there a little bit about the Chargers did pick up Sam Mustipher, which is a center from the Broncos?
Broncos, yes.
Yep.
Yeah.
And so there is that whole, rumor going out there. I have not seen it yet so far, officially on the Chargers website or anything like that. But it sounds like that is one that is kind of floating out there that has happened with the Chargers. So,
yeah, I see it on Chargers Wire right now.
Yep.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
So, yeah, I mean, we might have went for center depth, which I think a lot of people have chatted about, adding another center to this team, which I think is a very, very good idea too.
Man,
that's awesome.
That's crazy. I'm watching some highlights of Haskins right now, or I'm sorry, Molden right now. And I mean, dude, like I look again, and I'll say this too, guys, watch that video about Brett Coleman talking about the defense. We're going to blitz a lot, guys.
Love it.
We are going to be aggressive. And I will say this. Now, Matthew Dahl says, what tight end, it's concerning spot when you need a catching tight end. Okay, a lot of people are sleeping on Disley, Stone Smart, and also Hayden Hurst.
Yep.
Hayden Hurst they're all three good at catching the ball. They're not bad.
Yep.
You have to remember they were in offenses that didn't throw the ball to them a whole lot, right? Disley didn't get the ball thrown to him a whole lot. Hayden Hurst got quite a bit of passes when he was with Joe Burrow. But you got to remember, Joe Burrow has, oh my gosh, why am I drawing a blank on his wide receiver's name?
Jamar Chase.
Chase, there we go, yeah.
Yep.
And again, my point is like that I think our tight ends are going to be fine. The one that kind of surprised me, though, was that we brought Luke Benson in. I didn't expect that. I felt like Hines looked better than Luke Benson, but what do I know?
Yeah. What do I know?
Yeah.
Hey,
I don't know, man. I honestly about Stone Smart. I mean, haven't seen the production out of him that I really wanted. Like, I mean, last year, he dropped so many balls that were like critical third down type things. I was like, man, Stone Smart.
There were some times that he made some pretty clutch catches, though, too. I want to say there was a couple of games that he did make some really nice catches, too. He's developing, once again, from a quarterback to a tight end. So, for whatever reason, Harbaugh's got a pretty good eye for talent. And I think that he's probably making the right move for what he's seeing in the progression that he's getting from him, too. So, and just another note with Sam Mustipher, he actually was with the Ravens last season. So bringing it back together again, once again, back to the Ravens.
Yeah.
That's so funny, man.
Mm-hmm. Jorge, keeping Stone was smart. Nice play on words there, Jorge. Very cool. Very cool. Hey, I like that. Yeah, CJ Zod. I like him a lot as well, too. I mean, yeah, so I'm curious about this. It's weird because I keep seeing it out there, but I don't see it posted anywhere else. So I'm curious. He might be, because again, I'm not a huge fan of Hymus. I think Hymus is okay. I don't think he's that good, but I think he's okay. I like the other guy that we have. What was that homie's name from App State that's injured?
Bucky Williams.
Bucky Williams. Yeah, I thought he played a little bit better. Was my take.
With Sam in the signing, we don't really have like an official to it, but Wikipedia is real official, guys, because it really changed up to the Los Angeles Chargers that he's with the Chargers. So
right away, yeah, nice.
Wikipedia, anybody could change anything on there. Just throw that out there.
Yeah, and sweet jumps. I think Joe's going to be busy all season. I like that because, there are players that are going to be released by teams that we could go scoop up. And again, Tom Telesco did that a little bit, but he only did it when we had injuries. We had to put somebody on an IR or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
I think you're going to see, again, Harbaugh has consistently said, we want the best 53 players on our team at all times, period. That's what we want. And if you're not the best 53 player, we can go get somebody, but we're going to go get somebody different. Yeah,
Yep.
Like a good example, Haskins. Like, we didn't need 5 running backs. That kind of surprises me, but okay.
Yep.
It's going to kind of suck for fantasy players though.
But I do think it's a very, like even the way that they designed it, J.K. Dobbins and Gus Edwards are 1A, 1B. And they've even said, once again, whoever's got the hot hand's going to keep getting the ball pretty much at this point. So, and I don't mind them to like pace out the backs a little bit too. Like we don't need to run a guy 350 times a season. Let's just give them like 180 a piece and then just let it just kind of just develop between both of those. Like I'm totally good with that. And I mean, they've done it before one time with JK and Gus at the Ravens, and they ended up getting like 1,500, 1,600 yards total, like a couple 800-yard backs. Let's take it. I'll do that all day. Keep them fresh for the season, the entire season. And once again, they've had injury issues. At least J.K. Dobbins really has. I'm fresh.
Yeah. So YDCFF asks, could someone explain to me the attraction to Hindley? I'm not impressed at all.
Man.
The thing about him is he understands the offense. That's what we're getting at, right? Clearly, Easton Stick didn't look good. And when Huntley was in there, he was fine. He won NFL games. He's proven that he can play at that level.
Yep.
Whereas Easton Stick has not proven that he has not looked great, right?
No.
You have to argue that, the defense won that game for him. It wasn't the offense winning the game for him as well, too. So,
I'll say this totally off topic, I guess. So in Madden, Justin Herbert's rating is like 89.
Okay.
But then Easton Stick's rating is guess how much?
60 something?
Yeah, 62. It's
Woo!
like the freaking drop off from Herbert to Easton Stick is astronomical. That is like absolutely horrible. Like, I mean, I would love to see a backup quarterback be at least 70 something, 75, at least in that, silver level,
Yeah.
Yeah. So I'm just
that's bad. That's bad. Well, and to your point, I think that's why they're going to have one more spot open. I do think they're going to try and go get a quarterback. Harbaugh, if you watched his video yesterday, he made a comment. He kind of danced around the conversation around him showing him enough. And he's not going to come out and say, yeah, he sucks. Right. He's not going to say that. Right. He's going to say, anyways, I do think that there's a chance that we go out and get somebody as well, too. So it just, the impression I got was, we're not super happy with him, but we got to figure out what other options we have at this point.
Yep.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
And Frank Gore Jr. did sign with the Bills.
Yep.
Back on the practice squad.
I know a lot of people.
And Parham signed with the Broncos, which is kind of funny because yesterday I was watching another podcast and they were talking about Parham in the chat, and I was like, that seems like it makes sense to throw him out there.
Mm-hmm.
Was it a Broncos chat?
The Broncos.
Yeah, Broncos.
Yeah. I don't know. I mean, honestly, like, I know a lot of people, like, we like him or whatever. I thought he was I think I've met him, like, at one of these signing events a couple times. He's a nice guy and stuff like that, but, like, man, I think after his concussion that he had where, he went down in that end zone, like, he was not the same ever since then,
I mean, that was a brutal hit. I mean,
like,
that was one of the wildest hits I've ever seen. I mean, the dude just froze. Yeah. Like that was
I was scared for him at that point, like, and it's just like, but it's been a lot of injuries with him and stuff too. So it's like, I mean, that was a discount Tom's signatures, finding injury prone players,
I think that was wasn't that on a 4th down attempt in the end zone that happened too?
So yeah.
And so what's interesting about that is like how Brandon Staley kind of put a lot of weird situations for players of getting injured on like 4th down type situations, and that being one of them. And then the other one, Justin Herbert broke his finger from last season on a
Right.
4th down type of situation too.
Oh yeah.
So it's kind of funny when you take risks. The risk can be real. Like, and that's kind of just a weird correlation there that you've had 2 players get injured essentially trying for it on 4th down. That's crazy. Crazy.
Yeah.
So I'm trolling a little bit on Twitter here. So
Oh, yeah?
apparently the reason why, one of the reasons why the Titans traded Elijah Molden is it frees up around $3 million in cash and cap. And they did get the Ernest Jones for the upcoming season. So I think they either traded or he was part of the trade.
Okay.
So kind of interesting. I'm just curious what we gave up though, right? Because it keeps saying late round pick. So maybe I'm thinking 6th or 7th.
Yeah.
Hell, if it's a 7th, that's great. I'll take that all day.
That's a huge thing. Yeah.
Yeah,
for sure.
all day.
So yeah, if it's a compensatory pick, like even better. Who cares?
Even better.
Yep.
Yeah, exactly. Well, I mean, once again, that's why you got those picks. I mean, we're understanding how Ortiz works as a GM now. We understand how these comp picks could come to benefit you later on in the season, or at least before the season too. That's great. Gotta love it, guys. Gotta love it, man. Gotta love it.
Yeah, but it will be interesting to see who this quarterback is that we go get. I mean, we're at least going to get one more quarterback, guys. I promise you that. That's probably why they're leaving that. That
you guarantee, or do you pretty much guarantee?
I pretty much guarantee. That's right. Just pretty much guarantee. I'm just going to pretty much guarantee.
You just going to pretty much guarantee. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, and guys, update on my softball. If you guys were on the.
Oh, here we go. I knew you were going to
know,
go into this.
Just so you guys know, I went 9 for 10. I went 9 for 10. I think I got 20 RBIs, guys, something like that, dude. 2 home runs, not 4 as I was projecting. I played against a team that were from Venezuela. They called me Miguel Cabrera. Okay. They called me Miguel Cabrera, So anyways, just saying, guys.
Oh, boy.
Come on. Hips and hands, baby. Hips and hands. That's all you got to do.
Hips and hands. Okay.
It's all in the hips.
All in the hips. It's all in the hips.
You're crazy.
Oh my gosh, I love it though. No, but it's interesting. I'm this is gonna be interesting, guys. I'm very curious. So, guys, in the chat, what do you guys think of this practice squad? I mean, like it, don't like it. I mean, I was kind of thinking about the blend on it. I was gonna see how many offense and defensive players we have. Let's see. But it's crazy to me. 7 undrafted free agents made it. 7.
Yeah,
so
crazy.
I think they're going to try and turn over the roster. I mean, the 5-year Shaq Horman's, he's the first one.
Yeah.
He's got the most experience on there. See, running backs, 1.
Yeah, and then you got Isaiah Spiller in the back
2,
end.
3, 4.
7 defensive players on practice squad.
7. Okay.
Yeah.
And then we got 5.
Yeah.
Okay.
Wait, is that right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh, wait. No, 6. So 6.
Yeah.
6, 7. All right. Yeah. And then we got one more spot. So I'm curious what that one spot's going to be, guys. That one spot's going to be interesting to me. It's going to be interesting.
Yep. Yeah, Leo. And that's the whole thing. Yeah. Basically, the practice squad's always going to be fluid. I mean, and throughout the season, it's going to be that way too. So,
yeah, 100%.
Yep.
Yeah, they're going to move players around, guys. I think they should, guys. I mean, the whole point. I mean, Harbaugh even said this. He's like, yeah, when I was first in the NFL, he said, yeah, 50. It was 53. Now it's 70 something.
Yep.
Because you could put people on injured reserves and all this other stuff as well, and we'll go from there. The thing about, I'll say this, Alex looked bad. I think they want to try and move him to guard. That would make more sense to me.
Yeah.
I don't think he's a tackle just because he's not quick enough, but I think guard, he's just a big freaking human being, dude. To me, he makes more sense as a guard. So I think they might try to work with him on that. That's my 2 cents on it.
It's all part of the plan, baby.
It's all part of the plan
for Herbert or Harbaugh to make the entire line tackles.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's absolutely true. I mean, that's the whole thing.
Yeah.
And once again, another first-round pick tackle too. Like that tag is going to follow Alex Leatherwood too. So you think about it. Zion right now is a first-round pick. You got Slater, you got Alt, Leatherwood. I think that's it for the first round picks, right? Yeah. But you could essentially keep correlating all these guys that are tackles as basically the complete O-line.
Yeah.
Kamari Sawyer is another guy that's played tackle too. And it's funny.
Yeah.
Funny, man.
Yeah.
Well, and the other thing too, guys, is who knows? Maybe we sign more players.
Yep.
Maybe there's still more people available, and we get rid of Leatherwood. We get rid of Isaiah Spiller. We get rid of, again, it's fluid, guys, right? So until week 1 hits, and again, every single week there's going to be waiver wires, right? So, yeah, I mean, it's going to be interesting to see how that plays out. I like this. I mean, it's one thing I do like about the NFL is you can't just hoard players. You can't just, sit there and just take everybody. People have an opportunity to play elsewhere. So I think it's great.
Yep. And by the way, the Steelers did announce that Russell Wilson is their starter.
Wow. Yeah.
So think about week 3. I think that helps us out quite a bit, in my opinion. But once again, I don't think the Steelers' offense is going to be very high-powered by any means.
No.
Yeah.
I think it's going to be the same position. You're going to see about a 14-point type game with them. Their defense is going to basically just have to be the side of the ball that needs to win the game for them, essentially. It's going to be a lot of hard-fought games for them.
Yeah, really interesting. Well, and that's how they play football, though, right?
Yep.
They don't play football. It's weird. It's not weird. I mean, they focus on the defense, right? But it is shocking how crappy they have been defense or offensively for such a long time. It's like, weird.
Yeah. I don't understand it. I do not understand it.
Well, okay, guys. Well, I guess we can wrap up here. I know, we've kind of gone through this.
Kind of just a short one, obviously the practice squad's not super exciting news, but it's great to see that Trayvon Morris-Brash is back on. I know everyone was talking about how they wanted him back. So
the vibrator. Yep. I like that. Well, I'll say this, guys. I think it's a fluid situation. I do think we still go after a quarterback. I'll leave it at that. I really do think that, Leatherwood for Huntley. I could see that. I could see us making some more moves, guys. I mean, we might get JT Woods back. Who knows? We might cut a few other people. It's going to be interesting. So we will keep you guys posted. We're going to be doing videos on all that stuff for sure.
Yeah. Yep. Yeah. We go live almost every single day, or not live, just like we'll put out videos every single day, but we definitely pre-game, post-game, something like that. We just love to talk about the Chargers, man. Come and join us. Like and subscribe if you haven't already, baby.
And we are going to be there week 1. So come say hi to the Bolt Bros. We're going to be there. It's going to be a lot of fun.
Right. Definitely will be at Thunder Alley, man. I can't wait. I was kind of counting down the days. I'm like, oh, man, August is almost over with. We're getting so close. I mean, there's probably going to be a party, basically a meetup, probably Saturday night. So we will probably be at that, and we'll post where that party will be at. I think they've done it at Top Golf last year. So I don't know.
Oh, that's right.
Place again.
They did it at Top Golf. There's a whole bunch everywhere. Like I think honestly there may be something going on at the barbecue spot just like around the corner from there too. So
really? Sauced or whatnot.
Sauced, yeah. Like that's been really a hot spot right now for a lot of Chargers events. So
I think I saw Rock and Brew still being something too. I think for the preseason too. So I don't know why there's like the Sauced and Rock and Brew are competing with each other. They should just put everybody in one place, man.
Well, you know what? I mean, hey, there's a lot of Chargers fans out there. Actually, I'll say this. So, Brewport, right across from Rock and Brews over there.
Oh, yeah.
Is actually like a huge Chargers bar itself. The owner is actually a huge Chargers fans. He does raffles and he does all these like sponsored events and stuff like that. He was gonna put up some flags and stuff like that. In fact, I want to send him. I was talking to him. I want to send him our Bolt Bros flag. So we can it could be the official bar for the Bolt Bros.
Oh, that'd be so
how
sick.
Sick would that be if we do a meetup there, man? Hey guys, come on over here and hang out. We have to entice people with some free booze or something, dude, and they'll come on over, dude. Let's go.
Get you some brewskis.
Yeah, if you guys do drink beer, it's actually a crazy cool thing too. Like you get like a little like wristband, and you pay per pour. They have all these taps there, and you just kind of show up and you kind of scan it, and then you just kind of pour out whatever beer you want, and it's just really freaking awesome. It's a really fun place for sure, man. So
I dig it.
Awesome.
I dig it.
Yeah. And also, they got a really good sushi place called Japonica right over in that same area too. Just throwing it out.
Tan ramen too there, huh? Hey,
it's a good place just to walk around, just
great.
Just have a good time. Yeah.
Great area.
Yep. We got Brash back. All right.
Yep.
Final thoughts?
Excited to be able to get football going. We're so close. We're so dang close right now. And I love it. And I love to see the excitement from people coming into the chat too. Just joining us and saying hello and being excited about the season. We're almost there, and I cannot wait to see the Harbaugh era start against the Raiders. And I think I had a dream the other night about us just slacking the Raiders, and just the feeling of that was like, yes, I just love it. I love it when we could just destroy the Raiders. And so I'm very excited about it. And once again, watch that video of Jesse Minter's defense, what Brett Coleman did on like how the defense works. This defense is going to be nasty. And I think we just saw a glimpse of it from preseason. So it's going to be fun to watch, guys. So bolt up. And Greg, dude, hello from Scotland, my man. Appreciate it, dude.
Up?
Yo, that's what's up. What's up, Greg? How you doing, man?
Great to have you on the show, man.
Out of your Falcon mind, too. They're awesome.
Welcome.
Yeah, and final thoughts there.
Pat McAfee in Scotland just recently, I think, for the college football thing or something like that. Was that Scotland or Ireland? I think it was one of those two.
Yeah.
But I was wondering if he was at the bar when Pat McAfee showed up there. But
I don't know.
Yeah, and Blaze, I think Ortiz is going to keep cooking too, man. I think we're just going to keep going to get players. I mean, we got some open spots, so it's going to be interesting. Okay, Kyle, final thoughts?
So Eddie's been spamming in the chat. Hang on a second, I got a work text real quick. About the Madden Wednesday night football stuff. And I think I'm gonna start tonight, actually. It's not I'm not gonna do a simulation tonight because I'm gonna wait for next week to do that. But we'll have a little bit of something. We'll have a little party, kind of chat a little bit further more about the full team and stuff like that. In fact, what I want to do is set up, announce some winners of some prizes for all of our loyalty points that we got. So because that's one thing that I realized with our platform, that we have loyalty points. So people like the longest people watch, longest people chat in the comments or whatever. They earn points for being here in the chat and stuff like that, So, so I'll do like 3 prizes for the top 3 winners, and so I got that information, and so we'll have a good time tonight. We'll do a little bit. We'll have a little bit of fun. We'll have a few laughs. We'll get together. You know what I'm saying? Yeah,
we'll get together.
Yeah.
I like that. Well, good.
Yeah, but we'll chat and we'll have a good time though, for sure. So,
well, good, awesome, guys. Well, hey. It's an exciting time, folks. A lot of interesting things for Charger fans to be excited about. And I'll tell you, man, guys, it's going to be great. I mean, bottom line, it's going to be awesome. By the way, somebody did ask whose idea was it to start the channel? It was Kyle's idea.
Yep.
And the funny thing about that was Kyle's probably the most introverted of all 3 of us by a long shot. And it was his idea. In fact, I remember when we went on the first time, I was like, "Oh, there ain't no way this is going to happen." I'm like, "Oh my God, we're live on YouTube. Let's see what happens here." Had like 1 or 2 people in there. We got a bunch of middle fingers, emojis, all that stuff.
A
lot of trolling Raider fans.
Second spots at first, yeah.
Oh yeah, we had a ton of those.
Yeah,
so funny. Oh my gosh, it's kind of nice that YouTube does a good job of cleaning that stuff up, but. Guys, we're going to have plenty of content coming your directions. Your directions. You get what I'm saying. Your direction.
One direction. I don't know.
One direction. And one last thought. Kay Adams, why don't you hit a boy up? Come on now. Andrew's ready.
Come on, Kay.
He was not pretending softball last night. Come on now.
Hey,
I was slipping in her DMs, dude. That's what I was trying to do.
Hey, a man hit
a real home run. You know what I'm saying? A real home run.
Yeah.
Come on now.
All righty, guys. Well, we're the Bolt Bros. We'll see you guys in the next one.
Bolt Bros.
Let's go.
Let's go.
Hey, what's up? Cameron Dick here watching Bolt Bros podcast. Let's go.
Charged up, Bolt Bros on the night. LA Thunder in electric delight. Bolts in the battle, sparking bright. Charged up, ride the lightning, feel the fright.